VAC is known as one of the worst anti-cheat systems in competitive gaming. Official CS Pro matches need to play on third-party servers with different anti-cheats, or else cheaters will find a way to bypass VAC and ruin games for quite literally everyone. From the common hacks that let you see enemies through walls to the blatant ones that let you smash the enemy team in just a blink of an eye. Here is Counter-Strike's history of hacks. Starting in 1999 was the first Counter-Strike release, and shortly that same year in early 2000 is when hacking in CS 1.6 began. Since it released, it was a target for cheaters, and 25 years later, it seems like some things just never change. Here is one of the first ever Counter-Strike hack menus, dating back to year 2000 for CS 1.6, where at the time they already had a full selection of options: aimbot, no recoil, no flash, and more. In 2001, Valve took note of the growing hacker issue and began working on a long-term solution for cheating as the problem kept going on. August 2002, Valve officially releases Valve Anti-Cheat into Counter-Strike, where during the initial release, VAC would only ban a player for 24 hours. Imagine the chaos if this was happening today. The duration of the ban was increased over time. Players were banned for 1 year, some were 2 years, and then also some were 5 years. In 2003 was the very first reported public VAC ban on Steam. Due to the nature of the bans not being permanent at the time, we can't go back and check the accounts today. February 2005, Valve announced VAC 2 and began beta testing it the next month, which also introduced permanent VAC bans. On November 17, 2006, Valve announced that quote-unquote new VAC technology had caught over 10,000 cheating attempts in the earlier week alone. Real quick, the sponsor of this video is Skinplace. Within seconds of me signing into Steam, I can pick the skins I want to sell, my withdrawal method, then just enter my wallet. It's really that fast and simple. Once you click receive money, it will be on its way. Don't forget to use code WATER for an extra 3% on your first sale, or use the link down below. Selling your skins is really this easy. Now we move into August 2012, when CSGO released and new hacks quickly began taking over in just a few months. In 2013, this is what an early cheat menu looked like for CSGO. There's now multiple menus to look through and brand new features than 12 years ago. After the cheating issue continued to go on for CSGO, this is where on February 17, 2014, Gabe Newell on his official Reddit account released a long statement about cheating, VAC, and what they're doing. This was mainly to address some rumors at the time, but he also explained how VAC was able to see exactly what cheat servers were being contacted, which led to 570 bans, and explained how this test they did was only effective for 13 days due to the mouse and cat nature of hacks. One of the first ever live VAC bans and pro player bans was due to wall hacks during a match between Team Property and Hellraisers on October 9th, 2014, where Emilio got VAC banned mid-game. In October 2014, just around the time Emilio got banned, well-known streamer Fodder was VAC banned live also for using aimbot after being previously called out online. 1 month later, in November 2014, pro player Kukli, who was playing for Titan, got banned while in a team practice for using some sort of trigger bot hack that he could get on land through workshop maps. When Scream found out, this famous clip was born.
Kali VAC banned? Kali VAC banned? No.
What? I'm gonna check.
Seriously? No. Seriously? No. Seriously? No. I don't trust that. Seriously, Kali VAC banned? Are you fucking serious in my eyes? No. Seriously? No.
This came with a VAC ban that same day to other pro players like SF and SMN. Going into 2015, this is where in March, streamer Crow got VAC banned live.
Nah, there's something fucked up on my hard drive.
June 10th, 2015, CSGO Overwatch officially came out of beta as a way for players to monitor the community and submit verdicts for reported players, which went on for many years and had some great popularity, until hackers soon realized they could abuse the system and not get banned. We'll touch on this very soon. In 2016, this is when VAC started banning accounts which used the same phone number. Also in 2016, Valve was testing a system called Trust Score, otherwise known as Trust Factor in CSGO, but players didn't know about this at the time. In February 2017, Valve announced plans to introduce a machine learning approach to detecting cheats in Counter-Strike, and that an initial version of the system was already in place. In November 2017, Through a blog post, Valve officially announced and launched Trust Factor matchmaking, which separated players in matchmaking through the level of security on their account plus in-game experience. As well, in 2017, this is when the famous Clara clip took place, as Miss Q Gemini streamed herself using wallhacks.
Clara, let me just message this girl. Give me 1 second. Why the fuck is this on my computer right now?
Going into 2018, this is where in March, Valve held a talk at GDC going over future plans for their CSGO anti-cheat and gave it the name VACnet. It was over an hour long and is also pretty technical, but is one of the very few times Valve was open about such topic. The main premise was going over how VAC is using deep learning to train with a bunch of player data and is looking to get a lot better in the future. This is also when players learned Valve was testing Trust Factor in 2016. In October 2018, during a LAN in Asia, Forsaken was caught using aimbot by hiding the cheats behind a word.exe file. This same year in 2018, a Norwegian team, Entelici, came out and admitted that 4 players on the team were using a mix of undetected hacks. December 2018, Counter-Strike seen multiple ban waves throughout the month, which VAC banned over 609,000 accounts. This came after CSGO turned free-to-play earlier that December and boosted the player base to a record 20 million at the time. 1 year later, in December 2019, CSGO saw another large ban wave, as now multiple cheat services got detected. In August 2020, Sparkles covered exploits that hackers were using, like report bots, to send innocent people to Overwatch. Then, hackers would use the Overwatch system to not ban hackers, but ban innocent players. So as more false info was just being fed to the AI, it got worse and worse over time. Although this was a pretty big issue, Valve didn't do anything to stop this for a long time. On April 15th, 2021, Valve announced that players who VAC bans were older than 5 years would now be eligible to participate in the majors. This opened up the potential for many players to join the pro scene. Some names you might recognize today, like VSM, who was VAC banned in 2013 for cheating, Torzy, who currently plays for Mouse, was VAC banned in 2016, and so did also his current teammate Jimpat, who was also VAC banned in 2018. Going into 2022, this is where in the summer a massive ban wave hit over 300,000 accounts stretching multiple months. On average, there was more than 3,000 VAC bans a day. Moving into 2023, this is where on February 14th, it was a qualifier for the Paris Major, when player Pot of Team FunMix got banned live on stream for cheating. On March 2022, Valve removed Overwatch from the game, seeing as it was being heavily abused by cheaters for years now, and it has not been seen in the game since. That same day, the CS2 beta released, and due to the nature of it being limited, a leaked version popped up on a Russian file site, and within just a few days, the first CS2 cheats released. Most people didn't even have access, but hacks were already out there. On October 2nd, 2023, just after the official release of CS2, a large ban wave hit the most popular cheat providers for the game. This came with bans to accounts that went undetected for years. Like one user had 500 different accounts, all of them got banned. Later that month in October 2023, AMD had a driver update for an anti-lag feature. This got flagged as a cheat in CS2, which led to a different ban wave with a bunch of AMD users getting falsely VAC banned until VAC released a statement and unbanned them all. December 2023, VAC started to go rogue again, causing a bunch of false positives, which is something Valve discussed in 2018 is a main problem with having an AI-based anti-cheat. Valve quickly unbanned the players. In CS2, it seems like Valve changed VACnet to VAC Live, but this has not been officially confirmed by them. Now, going into 2024, this is where right at the start of the year on January 3rd, CS2 saw one of the biggest ban waves yet. On January 22nd, Premier League football player Gabriel Jesus got a VAC ban. What led to the ban is unknown, but it only took a couple of days for Valve to eventually reverse it. This wasn't the only time a ban was reversed though. It's happened a bunch, and there's an entire list of pro players who have actually been VAC banned but were false positive, like Crims from Fnatic, or as ironic as the name is, Cheater7. Just 1 month ago, February 2024, it was the Copenhagen Major Qualifiers, where a player for Team Rocket, Amia, got banned for cheating. Cheat menus nowadays for CS2 have pages of different hacks to choose. A comparison between one of the first hack menus in CS 1.6 to now shows how much they have evolved over time. Hacking has always been a part of Counter-Strike. There's so many videos out there of blatant cheaters advertising their cheats, especially on YouTube, and don't even get me started on TikTok. So how do we combat cheaters? Step 1 is to report them. It's pretty simple, but remember, Counter-Strike report option only works for one reason, and you can't do a mixture anymore. If you are right about the report, Valve will tell you in-game and give you a confirmation that the cheater got banned. The second solution is to try to do your part in keeping the game fair for everyone involved. Sure, if maybe you run into a random cheater on your team, then you might want that free elo, but being on the other end of that absolutely sucks. Try to go for a draw or a surrender so that everyone can walk away unaffected by the whole ordeal. Or if possible, kick the hacker or have them kick themselves. And third is you need to subscribe right now so we can fight the Counter-Strike hackers together.